Welcome to TAO, your go-to podcast for all things tech, AI, and beyond. I'm Sarah, your knowledgeable guide through the tech jungle.
And I'm Mike, here to ask all the questions you might have. What's first on the agenda today, Sarah?
First up, we have some buzz around OpenAI. They've publicly disavowed Robinhood's new OpenAI tokens. These tokens are not company stock, and OpenAI made it clear they didn't partner with or endorse this effort.
So, what exactly are these tokens if they're not stocks?
Good question, Mike. They're tokenized contracts that offer indirect financial exposure by tracking shares held in a special purpose vehicle. But remember, this doesn't mean direct ownership of OpenAI's equity.
I see. So, OpenAI's not exactly thrilled about this.
Exactly. They emphasize that any transfer of their actual equity requires their approval, which wasn't given here. It's a classic case of a private company wanting to control its valuation and trading.
Definitely sounds like a sticky situation. What's next?
Moving on to Google DeepMind, their CEO Demis Hassabis has hinted at using their video-generating AI VO3 for video games.
Video games. That sounds exciting. How does VO3 work?
VO3 can create realistic video clips, but it's not quite ready for real-time interactive gameplay. However, Google is developing world simulation tech that might change that.
So we could see Google stepping into AI-driven game development soon?
That's the idea. Combining VO's visuals with a world model could make for some pretty immersive games. It's a big move, especially with competitors like Microsoft and OpenAI in the mix.
I can't wait to see where that goes. What's our next topic?
Grammarly is making waves by acquiring the AI-native email startup Superhuman. They're aiming to transform into a broad AI productivity platform.
Interesting. How does Superhuman fit into Grammarly's plans?
By integrating Superhuman, Grammarly hopes to save professionals hours on email. It's part of their vision for an agent-driven future beyond just grammar correction.
And I hear they might even change their name?
That's right. With over $700 million in annual revenue, a name change could reflect their expanded ambitions.
Exciting times for Grammarly. What's next on our list?
Next, we have some news from Microsoft. They're laying off nearly 4% of their workforce to control costs from their big AI investments.
Wow, that sounds significant. What divisions are affected?
Various divisions, including gaming, are seeing cuts. It's part of a wider trend with companies like Meta, Google, and Amazon also trimming staff.
So, while they're investing in AI, they're also cutting jobs.
Exactly. It's a balancing act between managing high expenses and navigating economic uncertainty.
Tough times for those affected. What's our next topic?
Perplexity has launched a new $200 per month max subscription plan for its power users.
$200 a month sounds steep. What do users get for that?
Unlimited access to premium tools and early features. It's a move to generate revenue and justify their multi-billion-dollar valuation.
They're competing with big names like Google and OpenAI, right?
Yes, they are. This new revenue stream is crucial for staying competitive in the AI search market.
Definitely a bold move. What's next?
Over at Elon Musk's platform X, they've launched a pilot for an AI notes writer.
And what does this AI notes writer do?
It allows developers to build AI systems that propose fact-checking notes. Human contributors still have the final say, though.
Sounds like a collaborative approach to content moderation.
Exactly, Mike. It's about using AI to assist rather than replace human efforts.
Fascinating. What's our next topic?
Dexter Energy, a climate tech firm from Amsterdam, has secured 23 million euros to expand its AI-powered services.
How does their technology help the energy sector?
Their AI solutions help renewable energy producers and battery operators navigate volatile power markets, increasing revenues by up to 30%.
That's impressive. And they're expanding in Europe?
Yes, with this investment led by Elantra, they're looking to grow in the Netherlands and other European markets.
Great to see AI contributing to clean energy. What's next?
ElevenLabs is working on voice AI that could be indistinguishable from human speech.
That's ambitious. How close are they to achieving this?
They believe their voice AI could pass the Turing test for voice soon, possibly this year or early 2026.
And what challenges are they facing?
Balancing expressiveness with reliability and solving for latency at scale are key challenges as they shift to a more expressive duplex model.
Voice as a primary tech interface sounds intriguing. What's our next topic?
Erebor is a new crypto-focused bank being launched by Palmer Luckey, backed by tech billionaire Joe Lonsdale.
A new bank. What's their strategy?
They aim to serve tech businesses in AI, crypto, and defense, filling the void left by Silicon Valley Bank's collapse.
And they're going digital only.
That's right. They're headquartered in Ohio and have applied for a national bank charter, planning to hold stablecoins on their balance sheet.
Sounds like a bold venture. What's next?
Venture capitalist Vinod Khosla predicts AI will handle 80% of economically valuable jobs within 5 years.
That's a massive shift. What does he foresee for the future?
He envisions an era of abundance by 2040, where working for necessity might disappear, but it will require new social contracts.
That sounds like a paradigm shift. What's our next topic?
A proposed spending bill from the Trump administration could boost U.S. chipmakers by increasing a key tax credit.
How would this benefit the industry?
The credit for building domestic manufacturing plants would rise from 25% to 35%, benefiting companies like Intel, TSMC, and Micron.
And this is to counter recent revenue losses.
Yes, those losses were due to new licensing requirements restricting AI chip sales to China.
A timely boost for chipmakers. What's our last topic?
Finally, a report from SimilarWeb indicates news publishers face a crisis as AI-powered search and chatbots reduce direct website traffic.
How are publishers responding to this?
They're resorting to layoffs and experimenting with new monetization models like paywalls.
Sounds like a challenging time for the industry.
Indeed, it's a painful disruption as AI changes how we consume information.
Well, that wraps up our topics for today.
Thanks for tuning in to TAO. We hope you found our discussion enlightening.
Join us next time for more tech insights. Until then, take care.